It is.
Where I go, although I join thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is to ride. Gallop apace 2 fiery-footed steeds and bring cloudy night immediately. Come, loving night. Come, 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 come. And bring me my Romeo. Now, nurse, what news? Oh, can heaven be so envious? Oh, Romeo! Who would have ever thought it? Romeo! Oh, what devil of double torment me thus? Had Romeo slain himself? Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you our authentically Scottish production of Macbeth. Macbeth! Ah! That's great!
There's something jumping and sparkling.
Or 4 or 5.
Cannot catch that.
Even 1 step. Have shoes to protect yourself. Right.
Ah, yeah! There's something sparkling. Cannot catch that, say. I cannot catch that! I want to shoot on my camera and I cannot. Oh, I've done it.
Yeah. Whiskey. Oh, yeah. You did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, very beautiful. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Sally
Okay,
from Iraq
so-
has birthday today.
You're gonna cut the cake, right?
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Professor Thomas Bayer.
To make it more comfortable.
We also have a small gift for
thanks.
you,
You're so
on top
kind.
of which people have put a great deal of trash. This was not the trash bag.
Nice.
Yeah. The card shoot.
That's
That's nice, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Put it on the picture. Put it on the picture.
Come on now. Get this one later.
This way, when you can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We need to cut the.
Good. Remember where you are, but I...
We're on a welcome dinner. This is Tom Bayer.
Probably right here.
This is my table.
How are you?
This is you?
I'm looking for my name.
He's making pictures all the time. Wait a second. Wait a
Hello. Thank you very much.
honey cake.
It's a very nice dress.
Thank you. Is that your place? Okay. Oh, good. I thought you were somewhere else, but I know who you're next to. Yes. I was just remembering how the configuration was.
Rabia? Rabia, can you wave?
That's better.
Very good.
Come around the table.
This gentleman is very handsome.
San Francisco part of the trip with you, and then later in the semester you are I'm giving you a presentation because you're reading part of one of my books. Maybe you're reading it.
One more time.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. This way. Tom. Now. Of Louisville and the Commonwealth Center for the Humanities and Society to welcome you to the 10th welcome dinner for a University of Louisville Summer Institute on Contemporary American Literature. The grants from the State Department that fund this program have now contributed more than $2 million to the university's mission. And more than that, these grants have contributed to us more than 175 friends from about 80 countries around the world. We are thrilled to have this opportunity. I guarantee the participants that we will do all that we can to show you a good time and to help you learn about the topic that you're here to study, and as is possible, also advance your own research. Later, we will have a very brief official program, but for now, I invite you simply to enjoy your dinner and your table mates. Thank you. Thank you. I do want to make our guests honorary citizens of the city of Louisville. But first, it is my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Maureen Taylor Archer, the Vice Provost for Diversity and International Affairs, who will bring official greetings from the university.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the President, our President, Dr. James Ramsey, our Provost, Dr. Shirley Willingatz, and all of the faculty, staff, and the 22,000 plus students at the University of Louisville. We are just excited that you are here. We're talking about the 18 people who are visiting from other countries and who are with us. You enrich our lives. Even though you are here for a short period of time, you enrich our lives much like our international students do who are part of the university and who attend classes every day. But we are excited that you are here. We want you to enjoy being here. We want you to remember, whatever you do, remember the University of Louisville. Send your students and your colleagues, or you can come to the University of Louisville. We want you. We are, one of the things that we're trying very hard to do at the university is we want our students to be global citizens. And a part of that is having them to study abroad. But another part of that is having students and scholars come to our university, and our lives are enriched by their presence on our campus. Much like you are enriching our lives. I've learned so much about India, about the Ivory Coast, just in the few minutes that I've been here. And I didn't talk to you from Algeria, but I'll get to talk to you. But I understand that you come for short periods of time, but we really, really do look forward to this each year. And so with that, I just say I bring greetings. And for those friends and faculty who are here, we welcome you. We appreciate your presence. We know the contributions that you make to the University of Louisville, and we just want to say thank you for all that you do in making this a great university. And before I just sit down, I want to recognize Dr. Jan Carew. He's an outstanding international scholar. He's just, well, get to wave your hand so that the scholars. Before I sit down, I have to say thank you to Tom Byers. Thank you so much for your leadership, for all that you're doing. This is the 10th year. And you brought all that money into, where did it go? I don't know. Anyway, all that money into the university.
That's the bad part.
But the beauty of it is that all of this takes place with your leadership. And so we are very appreciative for your sticking to it. Someone has to write the grant, apply for it. Who did that?
Tom Byers.
Tom Byers.
Tom Byers. So, I mean, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you do. So let's we'll finish with the program. I mean, well, did you want me to introduce?
Actually, let me introduce some
Okay.
people in the room that I think I meant to do that.
Okay, sure.
Thanks. I haven't prepared or thought about this, but there are a number of people in the room that I want to mention to our participants. First of all, I want to express my gratitude to the entire staff of the grant who make it not only possible but pleasurable for us to conduct this institute, and particular thanks to the Commonwealth Center Program Assistant Jennifer Stevens, Associate Professor of English who specializes in children's literature, African American film, and a number of other areas, and is going to be a very valuable resource for some of you. Also, Karen specializes in modern poetry, African American poetry, and being a tour guide in Washington. David will go to Washington with us, and we will have fun. You had an introduction to Jan Carew, but Joy Carew is, I don't know what to say, what your official title now is. I've always thought it was just head of the International Center, but I know it is something different from that now.
Well,
Precisely.
I'm the Associate Director of the International Center, but I'm also faculty member in the Pan-African Studies Department, so I'm delighted to have a chance to chat with many of you.
And Joy recently published a book on African Americans in the topic, and a book that's attracted a lot of scholarly attention. I'm going to go back to the back corner. Introduce my colleague Dennis Hall. Dennis is one of our most valuable faculty members, partly because he has at one time or another filled almost every post in the sort of grunt work of service at the university, including serving as acting chair of the English department. He is also a particular asset because Ridley, who is the director of undergraduate studies for the English department, acting chair of the English department, Susan has for many years served the department, first as vice chair and now as acting chair, and we have had a very nice time with her as acting chair. Next to her is Alan Golding. Alan is another of my oldest friends.
In all senses.
Alan's one of the few people on the faculty whose knees are almost as old as mine. But Alan will lead us in several days of discussion along with Harriet Mullen of contemporary American poetry. We also have Brian Leung, our colleague in English. Brian is a fiction writer. You will be reading his most recently published novel, Take Me Home, and we'll have a seminar on that work, and Brian will accompany us on our trip west, and he will teach you how to play one potato, two potatoes. So, now, have I missed anyone on the faculty? Okay, I just wanted, I'm sorry? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I spent the evening talking to Diane Pecknold, so I didn't think to introduce her. Diane has an interesting history in any number of ways, but Diane began her career at the University of Louisville as a postdoctoral teaching fellow in the Commonwealth Center for the Humanities and Society, and we managed to convince her to stay. She converted to a tenure track position in Women's and Gender Studies, where she is now associate professor. Yes? Huh?
Assistant.
Assistant professor.
This year.
And
We'll just call it associate for now.
okay, it's okay with me, Diane. And Diane is also works in the international programs for the College of Arts and Sciences. So And I think you, as part of the family of the University of Louisville, and as part of the family of the city of Louisville and Jefferson County, I would like to bring you welcome and greetings on behalf of the city and our mayor, Greg Fisher. We at the city have kind of decided to think in terms of, we are not ever going to be a San Francisco or a Washington, D.C. or a Chicago, where the multiculturalism kind of grows through osmosis and importation of people and exchange of ideas and trade and things of that nature. It's not going to happen naturally. So what we decided to do was, let's do it deliberately. And if we take it upon ourselves to become an international city and a global city, then this is absolutely the right place to do it. We are But what I'm going to do, rather than make a fool of myself trying to pronounce your names correctly, is as the certificates come up, I'm going to call on you and I'm going to ask you simply to give your name, where you are from, and the name of your university. Just those things for us, if you will, please. So, shall we? This will spare me some embarrassment, but not all embarrassment. I will manage. So, first we have Maria.
I'm Julia Rybinska. I'm from Ukraine. I'm Associate Professor of American Literature, and I teach at Kyiv National University of Culture and Art.
Later. This is the hotel where Great Gatsby was shot. We're coming inside now.
Yes, you can go.
Hello.
I have taken photos and just some yeah, I have I will take yours.
Donald?
One with this.
I can take a group picture with one camera and then everybody can share. Yeah. So now it's a place where people have wedding receptions and parties and such. But probably during the time of Prohibition, I'm sure it was used for liquor.
Yeah.
So it's locked. It's a really interesting room. I'm not going to necessarily say beautiful, but it's an interesting room. So we'll go back upstairs.
All good.
Let me go see something.
Oh, it's locked. It's locked anyway. Okay, so you guys, that was going to the piano building. They're ready at lunch, and then you have a library station. So,
We're in downtown of Louisville. Sonia.
Arts happens, so we can go on in here. You can take a look around the lobby and take some pictures. And basically, we're gonna hang out until Tom gets here. So,
Michael Graves once referred to the PNC Tower, the black box over here, as
It's beautiful. Yeah. Sonia, could you do me a favor, please? Thank you.
You're welcome.
They have very good voice, no problem to them. Trouble.
Are you going to sing or something?
Yeah.
This is a very short lecture, okay?
Just prevention idea.
Southern part of down below the Sahara. The name Cameroon was suggested to us by the Portuguese because during the scramble for Africa, a gentleman, Hewitt, came there and found the place very nice, went back, reported to his country, and was coming back to sign with our chiefs to annex us. He came.
Just 20 years ago, we were not allowed to say just even the name of Genghis Khan because of the socialist, the communist, the pressure which he had, we had, and that's why just after the 1990s we started again larger than 10, and it is a wooden frame which is assembled and disassembled easily just within half an hour. Okay. And in winter it's very hot, it's very warm because there is a thing on the horse. But it is very, really, truly comfortable, and it helps your spine.
Dominican Republic, this is our flag, which is a variation of the French flag. We were a French colony at a time. Of course, we were colonized by Spaniards, but as Spaniards and French went on to fight for the territories in the Americas, at a time we were French, and then what we did is that when we became independent, we adopted the same flag, but with a modification with this white cross there, meaning that the red is the color of, and it's one of the few islands. This Hispaniola is one of the few islands that it has two different countries with two different languages and two different backgrounds. Okay, we are very close to Florida. I fell asleep for a while on the plane, and I woke up and we were arriving right here. It was very, very, very quick. We're very close to the
fast, I can say minutes. First, I'm going to introduce myself, Rashad Muhammad Muqbal Al-Ariqi, the full name, from Yemen, Governorate Ta'as.
A lot of codes, yeah. So apart from teaching this in these institutions, I teach it. I'm also the director of the main library, as well as the coordinator of the evening courses. In other words, Ished teaches.
And here is the outline of my presentation. I'm going to start with some words about my country, then my degrees, then my professional experience, my research interests, my conferences and publications, and finally some future perspectives. So my country, Algeria, here is the map. It's in North Africa. Here is the Mediterranean Sea. So it's the largest country in the Mediterranean, in the Arab world, and near
Sì.
Zapis.
Yeah, just a moment. Yeah,
Let me see.
Yeah, just a
Okay,
minute.
yes, just
a
hold
minute. Something wrong, I can...
Okay, you're...
Sorry.
Okay.
With the saying that I love Kyrgyzstan. And this is a presentation about my country, Kyrgyzstan, and about my professional experience as a teacher of English language and literature. I work at the International University of Kyrgyzstan. Is called Oskomos, or we can call Mount Vita or Mount Bonus. I think it's also in Mongolian, in Chinese, in other countries, yes. I would like to perform a little bit. My mother played very good.
Very happy to be here. Now this is a map of Pakistan in which you can see that it has borders with Iran, Afghanistan, China and India. Now the city that is pointed out here is Quetta, is the capital of Balochistan, which is the largest province in Pakistan and is the city where I live. This is a closer view, and here you can see that Balochistan covers almost 44% of the land territory, but it's the least populated.
Be with you this morning. A few presents from Côte d'Ivoire with the compliments of the population. So help yourselves.
For this reason, we love you too much.
Yes.
This is very dear for me, all right?
For us also.
That's the flag. That's the flag, Tunisian flag. Red.
To the modern ones. Maybe 1990s, 1980s, just like Richard Ford ribbon cover. And the Hans.
We used to say everything we see.
Manchuria, those northern nomadic tribes. Blossom is very, very favored by the Chinese because this blossom, this flower, only blossom in the coldest winter. The colder the weather is, the more blossom it is. So it has some metaphor inside it. Chinese people very like the plum blossom. Yes. In the cold winter, every flower withered. Only this one, without any leaves, just flowers and very fragrant. And it is also very fragrant is orchid. O-R-C, I don't know how to pronounce it. O-R-C-H-I-E. Orchid. Yes. Orchid. Another favorite one. And this is a chrysanthemum. Or just like
Chrysanthemum,
yes. Yes.
But it has a very large population, more than 6.
Pronounce my name, okay? And now.
In search of different manifestations of race in northern.
Flex of mine. Okay. You should not have it, by the way. So,
you should
as
be
you can
proud.
See in the first slide, I put there Slovakia, the heart of Europe. And actually, it's very much so because.
Okay, go. What is this?
Never seen that.
What is this?
Wow!
This is an Indian mackerel. Indian mackerel.
It's called the Republic of Madagascar, and you have the motto, the flag, and the seal over there. So the motto is Fatherland. It's just modern clothes, just like again the capital, as well as this one. You see that this used to be the last king's palace, and represents.
And then from there it became Hindustan. There is another name, of course, of a mythological king. So India is also called Bharat after the.
Will it save you? These stuff? One more time.
Hi.
Very good. Good morning, park visitors.
Bottle of water. That's pretty much it. I want to take a very quick minute and let you know what you got yourself into, and then we're going to take a short bus ride out to a man-made entrance here. This is a 2-hour tour. We're going to take this bus ride. We get off the bus. We'll descend almost 300 steps straight down into the earth. Beautiful vertical shafts. Really nice section of cave. As we go down through there, you're going to be able to see down below you a long, long way. If you have a fear of heights, don't look down. If that bothers you, you're just going to have to take that into account. Also, as we go down the steps, there's some places I have to turn my hat off and slide sideways through there. If you have problems with claustrophobia, why are you taking a cave tour? However, once we get to the bottom, we have a 3/4 mile walk. We're going to go out a different way so we don't have to go back up those steps. That's exactly right.
Awesome. Oh, I love it. Hi.
Sure.
The water is dripping.
Come on now.
Look at me do that.
Keep walking, keep walking.
Okay.
Да, так как он говорил. This place is nice. We're
What about the pictures, man?
okay, just hold it so you could see me there, okay? Okay, and I will say hi to my family. Hello!
Hi, this is the downtown area of Louisville, and here's a very beautiful girl, and she's smiling. Okay.
Thank you, Donald. Thanks.
Wilma, where's Wilma?
Hello, Julia.
This is
How are
Sally.
you?
I'm fine.
Is this Julia, the same spelling as Romeo and Juliet?
No, that was Juliet.
Dennis says you have to follow that with the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Yes. And she's got it. It's on the next page.
There you go.
Now, Yankee Doodle's a Revolutionary War song.
This is gonna put some stars in your shorts. Here we go.
I'm just trying to get something.
Yours already have 5 stars. The Lord is trampling out the vengeance where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the